welcome to episode 6 of the quiz show. Our friend Gaurav is on a hat trick. As you've seen in the last 2 episodes, he's won last 2 games. He has 2 new challenges. He has Siddharth, who we've seen earlier in quizzing. Siddharth actually was also part of quizzing with comedians way before pandemic and quizzing with comedians online started. And we have a fresh face in Dhruv. Very excited to welcome the 3 contestants. Gaurav, tell us something new about yourself. Come on. But don't tell me your plan after 5 years. I'm saturated in this company now and looking for new opportunities.
If you're looking to hire me. I will say something that probably not a people would have guessed. I have kicked a whale in the face.
Kicked a whale in the face?
Yeah.
How? Where?
So we honeymooned in the Philippines. They have these whale sharks, which the fishermen have kind of domesticated. Like, I should say a disclaimer, you're not supposed to go, bad habits, etc., etc. But we went. And you snorkel, and I was snorkeling, and one just went by me, right? I kicked it in the face.
Wow. सिद्धार्थ तुम थोड़ा ध्यान से कोई भरोसा इसीलिए बाकी लोग हार रहे हैं कि ये अगर हारता है तो मारने लगता है. Okay, Siddharth.
Hi, I'm Siddharth. I do sales and business development for a real estate startup. On Sundays, I spend my day quizzing.
Wow.
That's pretty much it.
Beautiful, Siddharth. And now we have Dhruv.
Hi, I'm Dhruv. I'm a corporate lawyer. I spend most of my free time playing Ultimate Frisbee.
Okay, cool. New show, new people. Gaurav, Siddharth, Dhruv. End of the day, let's have fun. Let's learn something new. And let's have fun. The order in the first round will be, as you know, it will be Gaurav, Siddharth, Dhruv. In the second half, we'll do Dhruv, Siddharth, Gaurav. Let's begin. First question to Gaurav. First question of episode 6. The Sun Temple of Modera is a temple dedicated to Surya Dev, located at Modera village of Gujarat. The design of the temple is such that during the solar equinox, the very first rays of the morning sun illuminate the image of the sun god in the sanctum. And during the summer solstice, the sun shines from the top of the temple without casting any shadow. What feature of the temple lends to these phenomena? It's one of those put funda kind of a question.
Does it lie on one of the tropic lines exactly?
Can you improve? Can you be more specific?
The Tropic of Cancer?
Yes! The Tropic of Cancer is the one that goes located near the Tropic of Cancer. What a great start to the quiz. Tropic of Cancer is this. This is the temple on the right. And it's very close to Tropic of Cancer, and that's why these things happen. Okay, Gaurav gets next. Siddharth, the next question is slightly confusing wording, but once you get one part, everything will fall into place. Okay. The islands were first sighted by Dutch navigator Abel X in 1642, although he did not land there. The largest landmass in this region and the 2 islands to the southeast were named for the 2 major seafaring provinces of the Netherlands in its golden age, Dash Holland and Dash Y. The former's name was eventually replaced by a new name, but the name Dash Y remained in place for the latter. Still is the name. Identify X, after whom a state of Australia is also named, and what is Dash Y? Okay, I'll try and simplify this. Essentially, we are talking about this guy called Abel X, Dutch navigator. He is in some part of the world, and he sees one large landmass. Okay, he also sees 2 islands to southeast of that large landmass. Okay. Wow, bada khush ho gaya island. Okay. Now, he also sees 2 islands to southeast of that landmass. He names them Dash Holland and Dash Y. Dash Holland has changed to something else that we all know. Dash Y is still the same. It's still called Dash Y. So 2 things I want from you. Identify his surname, which also lends its name to a state of Australia. And what is Dash Y?
I'm just going to go with the guess. Is it South Wales?
Okay. And any other guesses?
I'm just going by state of Australia. I've just tried to rework it going backwards. South Wales is my answer.
Okay. I was just checking because there are 2 unknowns. In case there is some other guess also. No? Okay. Cool. Going to Dhruv.
Is the state of Australia Tasman?
Okay.
And I don't know, is the other island Sumatra something?
Okay. I'll come back to you. Okay. Going to Gaurav.
Yeah, so I think X is Tasmania something, and I think it's New Zealand.
Yes, that is correct. That's the full answer. Okay. It is Tasman. So if you look at the large landmass, of course, that's Australia. And then on its southeast, Tasmania and New Zealand. So essentially, he came and named it New Holland and New Zealand. Okay. New Holland became Australia. New Zealand remained New Zealand. Okay. So New Zealand and Tasman. ठीक है. So Dhruv gets 5 because he got Tasman, and Gaurav gets 6 because he got both, and the assumption is he might have gotten it even if Dhruv didn't say Tasman. Okay. So Gaurav gets 6, which means the next direct will come to Siddharth. That's why Siddharth was very quiet. Like, pata hai. De. Okay. So this is split between Gaurav and Dhruv. Next direct will be to Siddharth. The 2-word answer. This is a popular fashion trend that we are talking about. XY is what we need. The name XY was born because it was first worn by the men who maintained the coal-powered X's and train engines, probably in the mid-1800s. The XY was a standard garment on factory floors and was later iconized in Western imagination by the fictional feminist worker Rosie the Riveter, if you remember. That's the first clue. There are 3 more clues. In the 1920s and 30s, the XY quickly found favor outside of factories and farmyards and started to appear on the streets and in artistic and intellectual circles. Third clue. In the UK during the Second World War, every woman, man, and child living in a metropolitan British city would usually have one, like usually will have a XY. Named Siren Y, these were designed to be slipped over clothes at short notice once bombing sirens went off. One last clue is with association from astronauts to painter decorators and to parapsychologists. It suits the workwear mood currently in fashion. What is XY? What popular fashion trend are we talking about?
Again, just another guess. Is it face mask?
Not face mask. What is maintain coal-powered faces and train engines? These men are crazy. Okay, going to Dhruv.
I don't really have a guess, but if I had to, I'd say, again, coal-powered overs doesn't make sense, but overalls.
Overalls, not overalls. Going to Gaurav.
I also don't know what a coal-powered X is, but parapsychologist feels like Ghostbusters. So I want to say it's like jumpsuit.
But coal-powered jumps doesn't make. Oh man, you're almost there. Like design-wise, you're almost there. Oh, you have a guess? Okay. Then we'll quickly take another round with no hints. Are you that confident? Okay, cool.
Tracksuits?
Gee. Cool. एक्साइटमेंट बनाया एकदम रूम में हलचल हो गई. Okay, we are going to Dhruv now. Dhruv, just take another guess because Siddharth already took one.
Bell bottoms.
Coal-powered bell. Some siren bottoms were designed to be. Okay. Gaurav.
I don't know. Engine suits.
Engine suits? No. Are train engine to likha hai. Boiler suits, man. These are boiler suits. This is Rosie the Riveter. They're boiler suits. Okay. Boiler suits. Coal-powered boilers and train engines and boiler suits. Okay. Okay, 80 question. This is a phrase, Siddharth. The phrase has its roots in the 1600s before the invention of electricity, when apprentices to a master of a craft might only be fit to 3 blanks, dash, dash, dash. The blanks are also indicative. For the master, while he worked on the craft or tended to a problem. This was considered a very simple task. So an apprentice who was not even skillful enough to dash, dash, dash for his master was considered worthless. Filling the blanks.
Can't think of a phrase or anything, but before invention of electricity, I'm guessing, so the apprentice had to hold the lamp or hold the light of some sorts. But the phrase I can't get to.
I'll come back to you if nobody gives me a specific answer. Going to Dhruv.
Is it light the lamp?
Light the lamp. No. Going to Gaurav.
Hold a candle.
Hold a candle. The exact phrase I was looking for. Hold a candle. Okay. That's the phrase we use now. We usually say can't hold a candle because when you compare a superior, this thing saying this guy in acting can't even hold a handle in front of Amitabh Bachchan or something like that. Hold a candle. So 12 points to Gaurav. 10, 11, 12. Which means back to Siddharth for the next direct. It's one of those fun questions. Okay. Think thoda lateral. Okay. Malta has almost 365 churches. Most churches have 2 clocks. The clock on the right shows the correct time, but the clock on the left always shows the wrong time. What is the reason behind this? Put funda. This is a put funda type question. Essentially, why do you think in these churches they have a clock outside that gives right time, but there is another clock that gives wrong time? Okay, we'll try and see one round. Let's see what you guys come up with, and if agar nahi nikla, to we'll see. We'll give a hint or something. There is a put funda question. Every church has 2 clocks. One gives the correct time, and one clock that always gives wrong time. Why have they done this? What is the reason behind this?
No idea. Pass.
Okay, so just one hint I want to give before Siddharth will give you a chance again. Okay, it's that don't think very scientific, rational thing as the answer. Okay, that's one thought I want to eliminate. Like, don't think Tropic of Cancer ke paas meridian, prime meridian. Don't go there.
Pass.
Some pass. Okay, going to Dhruv.
I also have no guess.
Anything as a creative type? Nahi? Your team is like, dude, come on, guess to kar de Dhruv, yaar. No, that's okay. If there's no guess, that's fine. Going to Gaurav.
I don't know, just like to ward off evil.
Very good track. So I'll give you a chance to improve. You're there, but I'm looking at something very specific, even in such creative world. But you are on the right track. That's the zone I want you guys to think in.
Is this okay? I don't know. Just like to confuse the evil spirits that it's not midnight. It's not the devil's hour.
I'll actually give it to you, dude. You're there. It's there to confuse the devil. You got. It's so good. I mean, you deserve this answer. I got goosebumps, as you can see. Because there was no pass, and then you went, oh, so good. And you used the word confuse, and then you reached devil also. Beautifully done. Okay, 12 points to Gaurav. It is to confuse the devil. Okay, now we know the funda. Devil आता है उसको समझते ही नहीं टाइम क्या हो रहा है. कहता है अरे मेरे को 8 बजे बोला है. और devil टाइम का बहुत पाबंद है. 7 बजे करना है तो करना है, वरना वापस चला जाता. पूरे devil लोग पागल हो गए कि माल्टा में अपना धंधा ही नहीं चल रहा है यार. किया क्या ये लोग यार? क्या लोग मोबाइल फोन में भी 2 टाइम लेके जा रहे हैं. Oh, so good, Gaurav. Okay. We'll come back to Siddharth. Siddharth, this back home, which popular Goan street food is made with chicken caffriel, usually of the previous day, mixed with fried eggs, and is named after the word meaning gravy in Konkani? Okay. And then there is a visual hint also, like the dish. This is the dish.
Fried egg specifically?
Mostly fried egg type ही रहता है.
The only thing I can think of is Ross omelette.
It is Ross omelette. Yes. Ross or gravy, रसा. हिंदी में, बांग्ला में बहुत जगह ऐसा Ross omelette is correct. Siddharth gets his first 10 points on board, which means the next direct will now be to Dhruv. Okay, Dhruv, we are talking about a certain famous composer and work, so we'll see how to split points and all. The nickname of this famous symphony is Fate or Fate Motif. The ominous 4 notes opening of the piece, the most recognizable portion, short, long, was thought to resemble fate knocking at a subject's door. Since the Second World War, it has sometimes been referred to as the Victory Symphony, as the motif mirrored the rhythm used for the letter V, V for victory in Morse code. The Fate has also been featured in so many films and has been used in many television commercials to promote a range of products and services. Essentially, it's one of the most famous symphony ever created. Two things, just tell me the composer and the specific work that we are talking about. There will be part points for both.
So I think the composer is Mozart.
Okay. Any hint on, any guess on the work?
I can sing it out. Da-na-na-na. But the work, unfortunately,
थोड़ा text में answer मिल जाता.
we'll
Text
try.
वाला.
Yeah, I can't think of any of Mozart's symphonies. I'll just mention a number, third symphony.
Good guess. So Mozart and Third Symphony, no going to Gaurav.
I think it's Beethoven. And I don't know as well. I'll say like 10th Symphony.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Going to Siddharth.
You've neither confirmed nor denied
Yes,
if the
I am CIA brother. I have neither confirmed nor denied anything so far.
Just to throw it out there, I'm going to say Richard Wagner.
And any.
He doesn't have numbers in his symphony, unfortunately.
फिर कैसे लोग पहुंचते हैं उसके घर लाइक
Richard
वैगनर का नंबर ही नहीं है किसी के पास.
I don't know the name of the book.
अच्छा, okay, cool. So I know that if I take another round about symphony, then I'm guessing, and if you guys also agree that you will just keep saying random numbers only. I'm guessing that. So no, I also don't know opera, so I hard relate with this. So we have two options. Okay, either we give points to whoever, like not full points, but part point to someone who said the right composer and close this, or I reveal now that this composer is right and take another round just for symphony number, whatever you. Huh? Okay. Okay. So Beethoven is correct. Gaurav gets it, and actually Dhruv was very close, and you were right because it's exactly half of what you guessed. The answer is Symphony number 5 by Beethoven. Okay, and actually Dhruv was also. I'm guessing you were right in terms of that the symphony. This thing also. It's that one only. Okay, so this was when it came to Gaurav. It was a 12 points question, right? No, it was 11 points question. Okay, Gaurav gets 6 for Symphony number 5. And next direct will be to Siddharth. Okay. Siddharth, she was born Amba Lakshman Rao Shagun on 18th April 1916 in Nashik. She started her acting career at age 9 in the film Raja Harishchandra in 1928 and later went on to play lead roles in the silent era and 1940s films in a career that lasted 7 decades. In 1942, as a part of a scene in the movie Jang-e-Azadi, actor Master Bhagwan was to slap her and he accidentally slapped her very hard, which resulted in facial paralysis and a burst left eye vein. As a result, she had to abandon lead roles and switch to character roles. She eventually became known and praised for portraying overly domineering matriarch roles. Okay, who are we talking about? Just tell me the actor.
Pass.
Sure. Going to Dhruv.
I have a face in mind, but I don't have a name with it. I'll pass.
Okay. Going to Gaurav.
Yeah, I have no clue. I'm just gonna say Wahida Rahman for saying a name.
लोग ऑफेंड हो जाएंगे भाई. अपने अब तक के सारे पॉइंट्स गवा देगा तो लोग. वहीदा रहमान, ओवरली डोमिनियरिंग मेट्रियार्क रोल. वो रंगदे बसंती माधवन मरता है तो थप्पड़ मारने लगती हो साले. Oh God, वहीदा रहमान. What to do? Okay. Man, I don't know what to do because मतलब आप लोग, I can totally imagine Dhruv knowing the face but not getting the name. So there's one hack that we can do. Okay. No. कोई पॉइंट नहीं है. चेहरा आप लोगों को पता है ना, so there's no point giving more hints about the role she has done. Like I could tell you that one of her most iconic roles in later career was Manthara in Ramayana, Ramanand Sagar. So I'll give you a quizzer type clue, okay? So there are two names, matlab first name, last name. First name is a very famous Vladimir Nabokov novel, okay? Okay, and the surname is very famous Maharashtrian politician surname. So combine these. Come on, guys. Come on. If you don't know the name, then that's how. We'll start with Siddharth.
Lalita Pawar.
Lalita Pawar. Yes. Yes. This is teamwork. That's Lalita Pawar. The reason we kept this question is I genuinely didn't know this story. This is a tragic story, if come to think of. And like we grew up looking at Lalita Pawar as a very villainous, whatever figure because of her on-screen persona. But this was just okay. So Lalita Pawar, nobody has ever guessed Lalita Pawar through Nabokov, and not through Mantra right here. This okay. Siddharth gets 5, and we come to another one of my favorite questions because this is one of those workable kind question, but you guys will love when the answer comes. Okay, this is a direct for Dhruv. Okay, Dhruv. So this, okay, this is Rahul Dev. He starred in India's first virtual reality war game on TV. Okay, so virtual reality war game on TV based on Counter-Strike actually. What was the punny name of the show? This show had a very punny name. So think of like. There's a visual also to help you. And they use some crazy pun. Okay. Yeah, what was the name of the show? At this point, I can add hints if you guys want. Okay, so the pun is on a fictional character name. Let's start from there. The pun they've used is on a fictional character name. So now think of a famous fictional character. Think of the kind of thing that they are doing here. Think of the visual and think what great pun can you guys conjure and like think of, which is crazy. Like we'll really love the answer.
I don't have a guess. Can't think of anything.
Some pun you wanna?
I'm thinking something on James Bond, but I can't even think of a funny pun with James Bond or something.
Okay, cool. We will go to Gaurav. Anything you thought?
I don't know how to pronounce. Like I've always typed it out, but it's a James Pond, PWNED.
PW?
Like
Achha, Pond.
Yeah,
PAW.
James Pond.
Oh, achha. Points for creativity. Going to Siddharth.
James Don.
No. Okay. Incidentally, all of you are on the right track. Okay, but you're complicating. It's a very simple. It's a lame show, guys. Don't think of Pond and all. In India, brother, they'll take 5 years to explain only. Think of very basic. But you guys are all absolutely on the right track. It is something around James Bond. So now think James Bond. Think of what lame pun could they have thought of around the kind of show that they have made. Dhruv?
Jimmy Bond.
Jimmy Bond. Going to Gaurav?
I don't know, so I'm just gonna go with another pun and say it's Thames Pond.
Okay, going to Siddharth. Siddharth, please make it simple. Get it, man. I don't want this to be unanswered.
Shame Bond.
It's India's first virtual war game on TV. It's Games Bond. It's Games Bond, man. Of course. Rahul Dev, iska bhai hai Mukul Dev. Okay, cool. Nobody gets point for James Bond or Games Bond. तू पॉन्ड बॉन्ड में पहुंच गया, तुझे गेम्स बॉन्ड नहीं सोचा? इतना सिंपल सोच यार. गेम्स बॉन्ड स्टारिंग राहुल देव. ओके गाइस, सेकेंड हाफ अपने को बहुत जल्दी करना पड़ेगा. सॉरी, लेट्स ऑल एकोमोडेट. But let's take a quick look at the score because it's the end of the first half. Gaurav on the back of Tropic of Cancer, 6 for New Zealand, Tasman Funda, 12 each for Hold a Candle and To Confuse the Devil, and 6 for Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, like only for Beethoven. He's on 46 point. Gaurav is on 46. Siddharth has 10 on Ross Omelette and 5 on Lalita Pawar. Is on 15. And Dhruv has had a slow start, but entire second half is left. Dhruv right now has 5 for Tasman. Okay, 5. So right now Gaurav is leading with 46, Siddharth on 15, Dhruv on 5. But let's have a fun second half. Little fast we'll have to be. We'll try and do it as fast as possible. But so why direct pe take your time. Pass pe will do quickly. Okay, second half the order will be Dhruv, Siddharth and Gaurav. So Dhruv, this is your direct. Talking about a certain character. In 1990, X became one of the most popular characters on television in what was termed X-mania. He was described as television's king of 1990, television's brightest new star, and an undiminished smash. His influence was such that owing to his bad attitude, rebellious nature, and smart mouth, there was a ban on his merchandise, t-shirts particularly, in many schools in the US during the 90s. His hobbies include skateboarding, watching television, reading comic books, especially Radioactive Man, playing video games, and generally causing mischief. His favorite movies are Jaws and the Star Wars trilogy. There are whole websites dedicated to X's weekly dash message to the world. Some of these attack school faculty and politicians, others criticize current events, while still others are colorful innuendos and puns. IDX.
Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson, yes! 10 points through weekly blackboard messages. Okay, as we know, the weekly blackboard messages, Bart Simpsons. Okay, 10 points there to Dhruv. Great start for Dhruv in the second half, which means the next direct will be to Siddharth. Siddharth, two-word answer, founded by Antoine Norbert de X, a Polish watchmaker, and Adrien Y, a French watchmaker and inventor of the keyless winding mechanism. XY, two-word answer, is a luxury Swiss watchmaker that was founded in Geneva, Switzerland in 1839. Notable inventions and patents. Let's look at 5 things amongst many things that XY has done. In 1868, created the first Swiss wristwatch made for Countess Koskowitz of Hungary. In 1889, patented perpetual calendar mechanism for pocket watches. In 1902, patented double chronograph. In 1923, launched the world's first split-second chronograph wristwatch. In 1956, created the world's first all-electronic clock, which in 1958 received the award for miniaturization in New York. Give me the two-word answer I'm looking for.
Wrong answer, Pierre Cardin.
Pierre Cardin. Okay, no, not Pierre Cardin. Going to reverse चल रहा है ना Gaurav? Sorry, Gaurav ही है ना? हाँ,
Yeah.
Gaurav.
I only know one brand, so it's Patek Philippe.
It is, of course, it's the only. इतना महंगा हमारी औकात के बाहर का एक ही ब्रांड है. Patek Philippe is correct. 11 points to Gaurav. Okay, Gaurav gets 11 on Patek Philippe, which means the next direct will be to Dhruv. Dhruv, the Portuguese language Michaelis dictionary added X as a new adjective to its online edition. The entry reads X adjective, that or someone who is out of the ordinary, who by virtue of their quality, value or superiority cannot be equal to anything or anyone. Just like X, nickname of dash 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 dash, who is considered the greatest athlete of all time, exceptional, incomparable, unique. The expression already used to refer to someone who is the best at what they do has been made eternal now on the pages of the dictionary. Which word are we talking about? Question is clear? In some certain Portuguese. Yes. No, not at all.
Is it Pele-esque?
Sorry?
Pele-esque?
I'll give it to you. Just Pele. Pele is what we're, or Pele-esque you can also. Just Pele. Good one. 10 points to Dhruv. It is Pele. Of course, one of the greatest athletes of all time, and Portuguese were also a hint. Portuguese, Brazil. Okay. 10 to Dhruv, which means the next direct will be to Siddharth. Okay, Siddharth, again, 6-7 hints about a certain person. Retired at the age of 60 and went to live with his daughter in America. Second, at 62, became a professor of statistics in University of Pittsburgh. Then, at 70, became the head of department at the University of Pennsylvania. Next, obtained US citizenship at the age of 75. Then, National Medal for Science, which is a White House honor, at the age of 82. At the age of 102, received the International Prize in Statistics, which is equivalent to the Nobel Prize in the world of statistics. Indian government has already honored him with Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. in 1968 and 2001 respectively. Who are we talking about? Just clarifying, it's not a fictional character. हाँ, कई बार ऐसा क्वेश्चन लगता है, नहीं नहीं ये तो चाचा चौधरी लग रहा है साबू. No, but it's a real person and alive, huh? Just saying. Like this 102 wala thing happened very recently.
No idea. It's going to be a wrong answer. Amar Bose.
Not Amar Bose. Going to Gaurav.
No clue. I'll just like slightly change it. Say Satyendra Bose.
Yes.
Jagdish Bhagwati?
No. Okay. Again, I don't know what to do because if we add more, like if you don't know the name, then you don't know. Then there's no point adding more achievements to his name. No, I genuinely, one of those questions, because if I keep adding more achievements of this person, it doesn't make sense. And I don't want to do a Nabokov thing again. So we'll just close this. Yeah, we'll just close. Huh? It is C.R. Rao. Okay. C.R. Rao, one of the legends of Indian sciences. C.R. Rao. This will be direct for Siddharth. And Siddharth, there's a high chance you may have been spelling this spelling wrong all along. The official spelling always has a hyphen in the middle. It is said that the creator of X added a hyphen because he wanted to distinguish this character from a very popular character from DC with the same suffix. Okay. This is a recurring theme in the comics and even in the game, where the character is seen correcting people and how they spell the name. Identify X. Correct.
I already passed one answer that I'm regretting, so just for the sake of it, I'm going to say Deadpool.
Deadpool. No, but which one do you regret? Just want to know regrets of people.
Confuse the devil. I said some. I was going to say that वो devil आएगा, confuse हो जाएगा. That's why, and I thought बहुत stupid answer.
God damn it. So okay. Not Deadpool. Going to Gaurav.
Just, is it Spider-Man?
It is Spider-Man. 11 to Gaurav. This is Spider-Man. Okay. So लिखा था Spider-Man में. The name Spider-Man, and don't forget the hyphen. Okay. Because when Stanley co-created it, they wanted something different from Superman, so they put a hyphen. Okay. 11 to Gaurav. Now to Dhruv. Last set of questions. Okay. Last lap of the day of the episode. Just filling the blanks for these. Dhruv -- racing, Scudia Alphatori -- sailing, flying -- aerobatics, New York -- FC -- Salzburg, FC Liefering -- Leipzig -- Ghana. Red Bull, yes. Nicely done. Dhruv gets 10 for Red Bull. Okay, Siddharth, your turn. Again, one of those James Bond type. Okay. But not like utna bhi nahi. It's nice. It's like thoda acha. Okay. So, X is a term used to describe the intellectual or communicative gap that can exist between the person who makes a sarcastic comment and those who fail to recognize the sarcasm. In other words, this is another big clue, the gulf in understanding between an author's sarcastic wit and the audience that doesn't get it is one word for this. And clue, like I told you guys, it's one word, but there is certain wordplay think about like sarcastic remark or sarcasm, but it refers to the gap between the person being sarcastic and the person listening. There is a gap between them. What one word do you think with some wordplay type? One word, but within that word there is a nice wordplay to denote what we are describing.
Pass.
Okay, Gaurav.
I don't know. The Unfunny Valley.
No, one word answer only I said. Anyway, Dhruv.
Chasm.
You're almost there. So think how you will use chasm in one word, including like you're there. I'll give you points also, but it'll be crazy if you can give the
Chism.
No, like one word that has sarcasm and chasm also.
Sarcasm. No, I don't know.
I'll give it to you. You're almost there. Yeah. It's you just combine. Yeah. So sarcasm, but sarcasm and So yeah. So you others, there is a sarcasm between you. Full 12 to Dhruv. What a remarkable second half Dhruv has had. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now we come back to Siddharth. तो दोनों साइड से डायरेक्ट ले रहा है आज मैं. वो पुराने ऐड में वो टेबल टेनिस के बीच में नहीं होता है. Siddharth. Okay, Siddharth, this is your direct. This brand started out as a small perfumery in Limoges, France called Shop 8 by Dominique Mondonod in 1970. Today, the brand is owned by the LVMH group and is defined by its unique open cell environment with an ever-increasing assortment of products from carefully curated brands featuring emerging favorites, trusted classics and their own line. The sales floor is called the stage and everywhere else is backstage. Sales associates are cast members, managers are the directors, uniforms are costumes. Now the main part. अभी तक तो हम लोग वेबसाइट पढ़ रहे थे. The name of the brand is actually a combination or interpretation of Greek words for beauty/pretty and the name of the wife of Moses who was considered to be very beautiful. Which brand are we talking about? So now we know the etymology. Now we know that it comes from Greek word for beauty, wife of Moses. Then we know what they do and where they started. So you know it started in France, owned by LVMH, and then we're talking about sales floor. There's one big clue in the first round also where it says that this place has assortment of products from curated brands, emerging favorites, trusted classics, and their own line.
I'm going to pass.
Pass? Okay, passing to Gaurav.
I have no clue. I'm just going to say like Aphrodite.
No. Going to Dhruv.
Is it Christine Dior?
Not Christine Dior. Okay. Hint. Okay. So we are talking about a store chain. Okay. Like we would know this as a like a chain of stores which sells beauty products. Like really popular. But very exclusive also. Not like समझ रहे हो कि कार स्टेशन से निकले और है. थोड़ा सा चलना पड़ेगा कि शहर में ऐसा वो है. So makeup, perfume, all kinds of stuff you'll find at this place. Should I add more hints? One word answer. One word answer. Combination of couple of things, but answer is one word. So now we know all this plus a chain of beauty products, primarily beauty products. So perfume and like lipstick and like other makeup stuff, and one word answer. And like really popular, but slightly not like don't think like Louis Vuitton and all, but don't think like I don't
Going
wanna
just
take
by
any.
makeup and all, Sephora.
Yeah. Sephora, Sephos is beauty and Zephora is the wife of Moses. So you combine them and it becomes Sephora. Okay. 5 points to Siddharth. This is the direct for Gaurav. This empire, which reached its peak under the reign of Emperor Justinian, left a lasting legacy of magnificent architecture, including the Hagia Sophia. Its legal code, known for its comprehensive and influential nature, continues to shape legal systems to this day. Name this powerful empire that spanned from late antiquity to the Middle Ages and apparently derives its name from an ancient Greek colony founded by a man named Dash. This is very standard history question. Just
Yeah.
say one of those.
The Byzantine Empire?
Yes, that is correct. Byzantine Empire, it's called Justinian the First. 10 to Gaurav. Okay. Cool, that's the end of the quiz. Quickly, we'll do the score. Quickly, we'll do the score. Siddharth didn't have... I know Siddharth is a much better player than today, but this is one of those days. But Siddharth had 15 in the first half. In the second half, he got 5 for Sephora. Siddharth ends on 20 points. Then we come to Dhruv. Dhruv had a offish first half, but had a remarkable second half. He won the second half. Yes, he had the highest points in the second half. Dhruv got 12 for Chasm. Okay, got 10 for Red Bull, got 10 for Pele, and Dhruv also got 10 for Bart Simpson, which means he got 42 in the second half. And ends the quiz with 47 points. Now we come to Gaurav actually had 46 in the first half itself, but had a very good second half as well, right next to Dhruv. Gaurav got Patek Philippe, he got Spider-Man, and got one more, Byzantine Empire, which means 32 in the second half, which means Gaurav ends with 78 points. I'm giving you a book by one of the most renowned journalists of India called Kuldeep Nayyar. Okay, one of my core areas of interest is Indian history and Indian politics. This is a very short book, but it has some very interesting story from Kuldeep Nayyar. So hope you like it. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much for being part of the quiz show. Thank you so much.